Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone here. As we know, my name is AMIRUL bin IZHAR as a secretary in our meeting today. First of all, thank you for coming to our first English language society meeting. Before we proceed our meeting, I would like to invite our manager, Muhammad HAKIMI bin Abdul Rahman, to recite the dua.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Mr. Is. Before we start, let's umur kitab Al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Arrahmanirrahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabbihi ajma'in. Allahumma inna khalqun azim innaka ghafurur rahim innaka rabbul arsyil azim innaka barjudda bil karim. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Amin.
Thank you, Hakimi. Today, for your information, we are here to discuss about how to promote Aceh, Indonesia for the Culture Fest event 2021. We have a full attendance for this meeting today. So, I would like to invite our chairperson, Muhammad Shazmeer bin Roslan, to proceed this meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Is. We are going to talk about Culture Fest event that going to be held real soon. I need everyone to be focused on what we are going to discuss today. So Is, did you prepare the agenda? Can you brief a little of our agenda?
Yes, sir, sure. Our event will be held on Thursday, 13 May 2021 at 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. The festival will be held at UniKL and Hall. There are numerous of booths that offer a variety of services, particularly in the travel sector. We will provide the Aceh vacation details to our potential client at the booth. For me, this is our chance to bring exposure about our brilliant promotion to the client. Furthermore, I would like to invite our manager to talk about the objective of the event.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Today, I would like to talk about the main objective of the event, which is to show the traveler about the lifestyle and culture as a Muslim in Aceh, Indonesia. Next, the other objective are the traveler will discover the history of a beginning of Islam in Aceh, which is the tsunami 2004. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hakimi and Mr. Is for the explanation. Our Asian Travel Manager, Mr. Hasif, can you explain about why we choose Aceh?
All right. Thank you, Mr. Shazmeer. Okay, the first reason I choose Aceh because it's suitable with our term in Culture Fest Festival, which we need to traveling to the Islamic country. The second reason why we need to choose Aceh is we know as a Serambi Mecca. We can know how the Islam was separate from there. Maybe some of us have known this history because we have learned during our upper secondary school in history subject, but we just learning the surface only. There are some history that I want to share to all of you guys. Islam was separate in Aceh since 17th century. This is because the region have become the richest region in Indonesia. It is because Aceh is located at the Strait of Malacca. A lot of Arab trader has come to Aceh to separate Islam. So when we get to the Aceh, we will learn and see the growth of Islam in Southeast Asia. Many religious figures were born there, which become one of the main pillars for the development of Islam. There, I do some research. There's four, the main pillar in Aceh, which is the number one is Sheikh Hamzah Fansuri. Number two, Sheikh Samsuddin As-Sumatri. Number three, Sheikh Nuruddin Ar-Ramiri. And lastly is Sheikh Abdurrauf Ashakili. Beside that, Aceh also have many Islam schools that we call in Malay, which is pondok. From there, we also can see and learn the Muslim culture at Aceh. Finally, we can learn how Aceh people change after the phenomenon change at Aceh in the 2004. So how about my explanation, Mr. Shazmeer? Is it good? Thank you for me. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Hasif, for the superb explanation. Can anyone tell me about the next agenda, which is marketing of the event?
Yes, I am responsible for explaining about marketing for this company. So basically, we will promote our event through online platform, which is I will promote in Facebook ad, TV ad, and YouTube and other about our affordable package to Aceh, Indonesia.
Thank you, Mr. Hakimi, about explaining about the marketing. How about the budget, Mr. Hakimi?
You're welcome. I will pass this budget section to Mr. FAKHRUREDHA.
Thank you, Mr. Hakimi. By the way, my name is FAKHRUREDHA FAISAL. I as your business travel manager. Today, I will talk about the budget that we promote to our clients. We will propose the budget for this event approximately around 1,300. This package will include free merchandise, tour guide, and activity visiting place in Aceh. Furthermore, we'll also provide a 3-star hotel, food, and transport to all our customers. We'll also provide private transporting for the safety of our customer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fakreda. By the way, can you show us the tentative of the event?
Oh yeah, I also almost forget about that. So here is here is our tentative of the event. Give me 1 minute. So you see the tentative?
Yes, Mr. Ot.
Okay. So this is our tentative for the event. You can see our event start at 7 a.m. until 8:30. We will set our boat, and 8:30 until 9:30 is the registration. And 9:30 to 10:30 event start, which is opening season, the registration, sing national song, and unique KL official song. 10:30 until 12 p.m. Speech from VIP, speech from Chief Commit of Culture Fest, and introduction of Culture Fest. 12 to 12:30 p.m. video Racing Aceh, Indonesia. 12:30 until 1 p.m. traditional dance perform. 1 until 2 lunch break. 2 until 3 visit booth. 3 until 3:30 p.m. quiz section. 3:30 until 4:30 playing traditional game. 4:50 until 5 lucky draw. And finally 5 until 6 p.m. closing section. That's all for me. You guys have any question?
No, Mr. Fakhrureda. Thank you. So, shall we proceed to the next agenda, which is matter arising, Mr. Hasif? I hope you will explain more deeper about it.
All right. Thank you once again, Mr. Shazmeer. Sir, there are some matter that we need to clarify and should take this seriously with this agenda. The matter that I would like to talk about is a coronavirus. There's also known with COVID-19. So before we get to the Aceh, our customer must have the vaccine passport, which is mean the person have take the vaccine, maybe Pfizer, BioNTech or Sinovac, from our government clinic. Secondly, we must know the SOP for traveler or tourist in Indonesia, because if anything happened with our customer, we can handle it easily. Besides that, we can manage the place to quarantine for our customer when we get there. We must contact Malaysia Embassy at Indonesia to get know how the Indonesia government run the SOP for COVID-19 for tourists or traveler. Maybe the government have some apps that tourists must to download or some form that need to fill up before we get to Indonesia. So from there we can prepare early for our customer before takeoff. Sir, we need to take this matter seriously. That's all for me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you again, Mr. Hasif, for the explanation about this matter rise. So, Mr. Is, can you take note this agenda in our minute of meeting, because I want this agenda will be up again in the next meeting. Next, Mr. Adib, can you proceed to the next agenda, which is activities of the event?
Okay, thank you once again, Mr. Chairperson. I will continue about the activity. So, our main activity is to advertise our kit. But we should have another interesting to draw people to our booth. So I plan some fun events such as teaching people who come to our booth basic Indonesian language and then we teaching the Indonesian tradition games. In addition, we will introduce and allow them to sample some Aceh most popular dish. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adib, for the explanation. Is there any suggestion regarding to our meeting?
No, sir.
No, Chairperson.
I think
No, sir.
that's good.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shazmeer.
So, okay. So, finally, we reach the end of our meeting. Let's continue with our secretary for the next meeting agenda.
Okay. As you all know, the next meeting will be at 26 April 2021 at 9 a.m. on Monday. We end our meeting with a closing prayer accompanied by Mr. Hakimi.
Thank you, Mr. Is. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Thank you, Is.
So, before we end, I would like to say thank you to everyone for paying attention in this meeting. I hope the attendance for the next meeting will be like this time. I hope you all have a good day. We will end our meeting now. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Wassalam. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Waalaikumsalam
Thank
and
you,
thank
sir.
you.
See you next time.
Okay.